And welcome back to Capitol Review. We now turn our attention to Virginia. Governor Glenn Youngkin signing an executive order banning artificial intelligence app Deepseek from government devices. Deepseek has taken the tech world by storm in just a few weeks' time, upstaging artificial intelligence advancement that we've seen in the U.S. And joining us now is Hayley Milon. She covers Northern Virginia for DC News Now. And Hayley, first of all, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
What is Deepseek?
A lot of people didn't know until 2 weeks ago, but now we are very familiar. Deepseek is an AI large language model that hit the scene here in the U.S. with a splash, a thud, all the major noises because it really disrupted markets. It was developed for a fraction of the cost as ChatGPT, OpenAI's large language model, which is comparable, and it just stunned people that a Chinese hedge fund was able to develop it. It's a hedge fund in China. Their focus isn't AI, and yet they developed this model, Deepseek, for a fraction of the cost of what your OpenAI models operate at. So it really just stunned people. It was the #1 downloaded app for a week here in the US. There was so much curiosity over it, and the efficiency. It was cross-checked by folks for the insights it was able to generate, and it was very comparable to OpenAI's ChatGPT. It was very insightful, pretty powerful chatbot. Took the world by storm here and had some major effects in the markets.
Well, Hayley, as you know, Governor Youngkin, in his executive order, he signals privacy concerns. Yeah. Why is he sounding the alarm?
Well, okay, so a decrypted analysis of Deepseek's code found that users' information could possibly be sent back to China. And by possibly, I mean it very likely is being sent back to China. The activity that's being generated not just on the app, but possibly on a user's device here in the US will be stored over on a server in the People's Republic of China, and a telecommunications company that's actually owned by the Chinese government would have access to that information. So for a myriad of reasons, a lot of concerns over privacy, both for individuals and for government officials here.
Is this TikTok all over again? It just seems like a replay.
Kind of. It's very disruptive and almost alarming to people in a couple different senses because NVIDIA has been so big, the largest chip supplier in the world of those semiconductors that are just, the new gold, you could say, in the tech era. It's been such a disruption because of how cheaply they've been able to do AI, as it were, that there's a huge jump in the markets away from AI stocks, away from a lot of tech stocks that are dependent and hedging their bets on AI. So in that sense, it spooked a lot of people that, hey, maybe this isn't going to take the power that we thought it was going to take. Maybe it isn't going to take the technology, the semiconductors that we thought it was going to take. So in that sense, scared a lot of people, as TikTok also disrupted, the markets here in the sense that it takes away from socials in the U.S. But the privacy concerns are very similar. So protecting U.S.-owned devices, Virginia state government-owned devices from this app is a very real concern in the same sense that TikTok's was. But this code kind of looks a little more suspicious.
Well, Hayley, you know how this is. We're talking about big money. We're talking about influence. What happens now after Governor Youngkin's executive order? Okay,
so the day after he signed this EO, everyone who downloaded Deepseek onto a government-owned or leased device had to delete it, uninstall it from that device. And we're seeing this happen in other states across the country because of the same concerns. Now, experts are exploring what this app is able to do, if it can be replicated here in the US and we can get the same language model, but know that we have the security of the servers being here in the US. But any state employee cannot have the app on a state-issued device.
All right, Hayley Milon, thank you very much for joining us.
Of course, thanks for having me.